So, you know what it's like to be at the party of some sort of, and you get a little bit bored. You leave. Well, not quite. Not if you're British. If you're British, you can't just leave. You have to make up some kind of excuse to seem polite and not to offend the host. Have you seen British people? They have to pretend that the babysitter has an emergency or the car alarm has gone off. They have to do it in their own British way, so no one will know that the party is boring and the host is offended. What do they think is going to happen? British manners are silly but still charming. No one loves European Union that much. And very many British people would like to leave. Probably even a majority of them, but they cannot just leave. No, they have to find a polite way to leave, so no one in Brussels will get offended. Maybe they have to find a way that meets all of the rules, the club they want to leave. But there are practical considerations too, for example trade deals. Disentangling from system that has governed for decades. Like when we left Soviet Union, but somehow we managed, and I don't think it was too difficult. Bruges Group held their 2013 all-day international conference on this subject, Which Way Out? And you can see the whole thing on DVD. On the first disc, there's a morning session. Professor Tim Congdon, CBE, is one of British leading economic commentators. He is also the author of the Bruges Group papers. Will the EU's constitution rescue its currency? And the City of London under threat, the EU and its attack on Britain's most successful industry. He was awarded the CBE for services to economic debate in 1997. Professor Congdon is a member of the Bruges Group Academic Advisory Council. Professor Roland Wobel is professor of economics at the University of Mannheim, Germany, and is writing for the Bruges Group. Professor Wobel spoke on secession in the European Union and the withdrawal of member states from the EU might be implemented. And our own Professor Ivar Raik. He is a leading Estonian EU critic. He has authored many papers on economic policy, sociology and European integration. These have been published in international journals in, among other countries, Germany, Finland, Russia, the USA, Great Britain, Sweden, Italy and Lithuania. He is a professor at Tallinn University Law School at Tallinn Technical University. Ivar Raik was also a member of the Estonian Parliament, and prior to this he was elected as a People's Deputy to the USSR Supreme Soviet. He is retiring this year, but is still involved with Kristiina Sojuland new party. Second disc is the afternoon session, Kieran Bailey. He is a 15-year-old schoolboy living in the city of Bristol. He is a conservative and Eurosceptic, and was recently the youngest candidate to be shortlisted for the Institute of Economics Affairs Brexit company. Ian Milne is the author of an analysis of the net economics costs and benefits for the UK of EU membership titled A Cost Too Far and Time to Say No, Alternatives to EU Membership. He is the chairman of the Global Britain think tank and the author of the Bruges Group publications Lost Delusions, British Foreign Policy and the Single Market and British Withdrawal. Professor Patrick Minford is Professor of Economics and Cardiff Business School, part of the University of Wales. Patrick Minford is an author of books and articles on exchange rates, unemployment, housing and macroeconomics. He is author of The Cost of Europe. Patrick Minford is also a member of the Bruges Group Academic Advisory Council. The third disc is the evening session. with some old favorites of British Euroscepticism. Christopher Booker is a columnist for the Sunday Telegraph. He is the author of the Bruges group paper Britain and Europe, the Culture of Deceit, and also co-wrote The Great Deception and Scared to Death. Dr. Richard North, along with Christopher Booker, is the co-author of The Great Deception, the seminal history of the European Union. He is also known for his blog eureferendum.com. He is also the author of the Bruges group paper Galileo, the Military and Political Dimensions. He is an advocate of Article 50 and the so-called Norway option. You need to buy this DVD set, and this is how.